I'm gonna start streaming. Yes. All right. All right, guys. And hello. All right, it's working. Okay, guys. I'm so sorry because I'm just repeating this tutorial. The reason is because I've been just failing a lot, and this is a learning curve. I mean, I know what to do, but I'm new, just streaming in here, and sometimes I don't have so many plans. And I don't have an agenda, and how to plan things and how to do things. So, what are we gonna do in here? We're gonna start just working um, with Blender. So, okay, I already finished because I was changing just the topic in here in YouTube. So, what are we gonna do in here? We're gonna just start working with compositing. So, there's a lot of requests from many subscribers previously in the previous last 2 weeks. So, they're asking because they're telling me, hey dude, I wanna know I wanna know how to compose it all my AOVs that I extract from Maya, from Blender, from 3 Studio Max, Modo, Houdini, uh, any software that you're gonna use. So in my case, I was working on dessert, tiramisu dessert, and I prepare my scene. I just make 3-point light technique in there, something a little bit basic. So the main concern in here is maybe people is requesting how can they compose it, the two disruptive AOVs. So the main disruptive in AOVs is gonna be diffuse, glossy, transmission, and the basic AOVs for compositing an image. The other disruptive is gonna be the light groups. Light groups are gonna collect all the information 100% of the render. So why do I call, or why the industry is calling disruptive AOVs? Is because at the end of the day, when you start working on compositing from a beauty, the beauty is gonna have a basic result, but the we're gonna have some disruptive opinion in the visuals. What does that mean? Is the result combining all the AUVs with a diffuse, with glossy, and transmission is gonna be different than the beauty result. So I'm gonna show you how to compose it, those, and how to change color correction, basic color correction. This is gonna be just an introduction, how to basic, intermediate composite, the AUVs, basic outputs of the AUVs. So we're gonna start in here. So let's just, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna bring my, let me see if I have my screencast. No, I don't. I think I do not have my screencast in here. No, let me just put it downstairs in here. So it's because I can project my, yeah, there you go. It's just region, um let's just gonna, yeah, let's just put in here. Let's just start the screencast. Okay, it's working, but my main concern is that the font is really small. Also, the mouse is really small. So I'm gonna just put it in here. in order just to show you what I'm doing in the rest of the scene. So what are we gonna do in here? So we are going to start to work on compositing. So let's just Shift A, as you can see in there. Let's just delete these guys in here. Yeah, this is pretty good. Shift A, and we're gonna call an image. So what happening here? So we're gonna bring an XSR, a 32 bits image. So what happened in there? So I just started just working on an image previously with the tiramisu. So let's just find that guy in there. It's gonna be, I don't remember where do I have this. I don't think it's in here. No, I think it's in here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is the tiramisu XSR. So let's just bring it, and I'm gonna explain you how it's gonna work. So first of all, you're gonna find something like this. So you're gonna find all the different settings in here. So it's gonna be tiramisu on the dot XSR. You're gonna have the combine. It means that you're gonna have the beauty in here, and you're gonna have an alpha. I did not extract an alpha. So this is the compositing. If you click here in layer, it's gonna show you here view layer. So what happening here? So it's gonna just display all the different AOVs that I extract from the tiramisu in there. I extract a lot of information in there. I extract the combine, the beauty, the ambient occlusion, direct information, indirect information, color information from diffuse, gloss, blah blah blah, etc etc. I don't have any glass or crystals in here, so I did not extract transmission. And also I extract my light groups in here. So I extract a combined field light, a combined principal light, a top light, and also I extract some information about cryptomates. Cryptomates are mask stencils that we can use for doing to do color correction in specific areas. We will not cover that at the moment. And we extract the noising information about the albedo color, depth information, normal, and noise, the noise image. So first things first, we're gonna click Shift A, and we have in here, we have inputs, we have outputs, we have color, and in color we have a lot of information in here. We have adjustment color, mixing things, we can convert things in alpha, we can color, we can have a ramp color. This is very useful in many different ways. We can change many things with this. We can convert color space, the lots, I mean from linear to other things. We can set things as an alpha channel. We can invert colors, and we can convert RGB into black and white, and vice versa. So in this case, what are we gonna do? We're gonna just call the mix color. It's a node that it collects all the blending modes that we already know from Photoshop and other image compositors or image editors. We have darken, we have from dark colors for white colors or lighten colors. We have midtones, isolations. We have differences or mattes or divisions, and we have absolute colors. So first of all, in order just to understand these things in compositing, first of all, we have direct light information, indirect light information, and we have color light information. So how does this works? This works in this way. First of all, these two guys, we need to plus these two guys, and then we're gonna collect this information of these two guys with the color with a multiply, because this is, we're gonna use just the white colors, but we're gonna delete all the the white colors, but I mean the dark colors, and we're gonna use only the white colors. So first of all, we're gonna just make a zoom, or we can use screen, or we can use add. In this case, we're gonna use add. We're gonna just click in here. We're gonna put the indirect color in here too. Then people is gonna tell me, I don't see anything. I know, guys. First of all, you need to have backdrop activated, and then you can click Ctrl Shift and then left click, and you are gonna see the result in here. I'm gonna press Alt Home in order just to fit here in the background. The composite, I'm gonna just put it in any place in there. Yeah. So we have this information right now in here. We have a lot of noise in here, but it's a little bit uniform noise in here and also in here. So that's not a big deal. We can just rip off that noise with some filters in there with the denoiser filter. But first of all, you need to understand that when we're compositing AOVs, you need to work pretty fast. So the denoiser node, you're gonna apply it at the end of the process, not at the beginning. Because if you apply the denoiser is based on AI and it's a little bit slow in any software, Nuke, Fusion, any other software that you want to choose. So in this case, we're using Blender because this is 100% free open source and we don't have any limitations. So we already have this plus information between direct light and indirect light for the diffuse. So we're gonna just multiply the information of this guy with the color. So let's just duplicate this guy. Let's just drag it over this line. We're gonna change add to multiply, and then we're gonna put over the information of the diffuse color. So as you can see here, we already collect all the information from these three sections from the diffuse information or diffuse data. So I'm gonna show you a trick that you can reuse these two nodes as a gizmo. What is a gizmo? A gizmo is a collect information that is between nodes, and you can reuse it as a tool. How are we gonna produce that gizmo? So we can produce a group. We can select these guys, then Ctrl G, and then okay, I don't know if I can do okay, no, I cannot delete this bar in here. Okay, that's not a big deal. So once you create this group, it's gonna create this group input, and it's gonna be connected automatically if you select from the beginning these guys, and it's gonna show a final result from these two guys until a group output. How are we gonna go back? Just click tab and then we're back. So we can just select this group, then press tab and you can get in, press tab again and you can get out. So we're gonna reuse this process. We're gonna just click Shift D, and then we're gonna click this number. This number is to make a single copy. If you don't click this number in here, you're gonna instance the information that you already have in here. So let's just click in here, and this is gonna be an independent group node gizmo, and this is gonna be another independent one. So we can reuse the information from this one and then duplicate it and then start just combining these guys. So we can optimize space and many other things. So how can we combine the diffuse data information and the glossy information data? So we're gonna make a plus. Let's just make another trick. Control Shift and then right click, and then you just drag it over here. So then you can just start mixing things. You can do it from the bottom to the top or vice versa. So let's just do it in order. And then we're gonna just click add. And then we have this result. How can we see or notice the difference? So let's just move the factor in here, and you can see here how the reflections and the speculars are working in here. As you can see, are working properly. I really like 0.7. 0.7 is really good for me. This is actually pretty good information. So as you can see here, the information is relatively logical, because we're just seeing that all the information is where it's connected and where it's going right now. So this is connected to this one, to this one. So we have inputs and we have outputs in each node. Not all the nodes, because this is just a node just to collect information from an image, and that's it. So it only has outputs. So sometimes you're gonna see some yellow colors, you're gonna see some gray colors, and sometimes you're gonna see in other different nodes, you're gonna see purple outputs or inputs. So let me show you one here in normal. Yes, so as you can see here, we have in this normal node, we have some purple input and purple outputs. This is for relight the scene, but we will not in this case. So let's just delete those blue lines in there. So as you can see, we already have this information. So let's just change the name of the nodes, because we want to have a lot of order in here. So this is the fuse information data. Let's just copy this. Let's just paste it in here, and we're gonna change just the name of diffuse. We're gonna change it for glossy. Let's just put here data. We need to have a lot of order in here, so I prefer just to have something like this, because sometimes it's a little bit messy just to have so many things in here. So first of all, I'm gonna select all of these three nodes in here, and I'm gonna put them 100% in a frame. So because I want to have more order, so I press Ctrl J, and then I'm gonna just rename this guy. It's gonna be AOVS diffuse glossy. So this because I want to distinguish all the things that I already have in here. So let's just I'm gonna just correct these guys in here, just abbreviations in here. So I have this, and what are we gonna do with this? So first of all, this is for AOVs diffuse and glossy for disruptives. For light groups, it's a little bit different. We will not use multiply in there. We're just gonna use only add information, and that's it. So how are we gonna work with that? We can just move these guys in here. We can just put it here in the top, and then we can just start just working again. Let me show you. So we're gonna just start mixing all the information in of the combined. This is the field light, this is the principal light, and this is the top light. So how am I doing this? Okay, Control Shift left click on the point, and we're just calling that AOV. So what are we gonna do in here? We're going to just start mixing. So we're gonna just change it for add. We're gonna just put this guy in here. I'm gonna just cut the connection in there. We're gonna put the principal light in here, and we're gonna put in the top the combined fill light. I'm just gonna Control Shift left click, and then here we go. we have this information, and let's see how it behaves when I change the factor. So this is what is happening right now. The fill light is just filling light in the areas where the principal light is just pointing this section in here. As you can see here, all of this section is just full of light, but it's not covering this area. It's a little bit darker, so that's the main reason, because we put a fill light in there. So we can put 100% the power, but also we can just choose to make a correction in there. We can put 0.8, and this is a little bit much better, because if we put 100%, so it becomes very plain at some point. Let's just put 0.7. This is much better. So we have information from this side, but also we have some information in here. So we have fill light and we have principal light from this side. So there you go. Let's just delete these guys in here, and we're gonna just duplicate this guy, Shift D. We're gonna drag it over on the line, and we're going to add the top light. So the top light is just working in this way. As you can see, the top light is just coming to this way in here. Let's see how it works with the top light. As you can see in here, it's coming from this top. If I just rip off the factor, you can see how it works. Let's just put 0.5 and then 0.7 on the fill light. So then we have this result. As you can see here, we already have two results. Let's just frame these two guys. I'm gonna put this is another, oh, somebody is just getting into my internet. And these are the light groups. So we have two results. We have the AOVs from the disrupted one. So let's just compare the results. We have this result and we have this one. So I like more this guy because I have more control, but also we can combine both guys in here. How are we gonna combine these two guys? We're gonna combine these two guys like this. We're gonna put a mixed, and then we're gonna just start using, we can add a result in here like this, or we can just start playing with midtones in here with, for example, with this soft light 0.5. Then we can just start just adding information like this, it depends whatever you want. In my case, for example, I prefer color dodge, so I have this 0.5, so we can increase the color in here. Let's just add these guys. Let me see if I change the order, how it works. Let's just, yeah, it's working actually. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good actually. Yep. Let's just go back to color dodge. Color dodge is giving me more control in here. Alright guys, so this is how we combine light groups and disruptive AOVs, diffuse and glossy, for this kind of image. So this is the basic process. How are we gonna rip off all the noise in here? So we have a denoise node in here, so we're gonna connect the result of the image in here we're gonna connect the albedo of the denoising albedo in here, and denoising normal in here. Then we're gonna just finally connect the result in here. And let's see, it's gonna take some time because there's a lot of information already connected. And voila, this is the final result of the dessert. We can change many things. I really prefer that you change things without the denoise, personally. And yeah, and that's it. I think that's it, guys, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you understand. I'm gonna just repeat pretty fast in here. So first of all, we create a gizmo with a plus and a multiply. This the plus is gonna be the add is gonna be for direct light, indirect light, and the multiply is gonna be for the result of these two with the color information. So we create with Ctrl G, we create one node, one gizmo for diffuse color results data, and one for glossy, and then we combine both guys with add in here at the end. For light groups is a little bit different. We just use add for all the results in there, and then finally we combine both guys with color dodge at 50%, and then at the end of the result we just combine everything with the result in the noise filter in accurate. It's very important just to use accurate, because fast is gonna produce some like watercolor results that I really don't like it. And we need to connect the denoise data from normal denoise and albedo denoise. Then we just plug it into the viewer, and that's it, guys. And thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you next. Bye bye.